How can an individual outside of the MAD movement get involved and support the community?
Dabble in some trauma and oppression. Yeah, I think it's just about connecting with mental health organisations. I think the MAD movement in particular, MAD Pride, is not very present here. It's still quite silent because Australia is very medical, very clinical. We use the term clinical here than medical. So when you hear clinical, it just means medical. And that just means individualistic and it means capitalism. Yeah, I think it's really about connecting, I would say more broadly, with any social justice movement, whether it's around refugees and asylum seekers, whether it's around trans rights at the moment. I would get involved in the flavour of any of these social justice movements because madness intersects with all of them. And as I've said, oppression is often medicalised through the experiences of madness as a medical diagnosis. So I think that's a starting place. I think, we have the Victorian Mental Illness Awareness Council, which is the peak body for mental health consumers. I think there's ways to get involved there and sign up on the registry. I think it's about getting engaged with people, friends, family that have mental health issues and helping them connect them with spaces that are political. There's a number of spaces, I think, for allies, but also people that have mental health issues, because I think even people with mental health issues don't even know how to get connected with MAD Pride and the MAD movement. And we have a lot of peer-led groups like around suicide. It's called Suicide Narratives, which is all about hearing non-diagnostically, non-medically, the experiences of suicide without being pathologized. There's things like emotional CPR and other trainings like, the Hearing Voices group, which is all about, again, being in a peer environment and talking about your voices just as you would talking about a story or talking about your experiences of the day. You're not there to be heard through psychiatric glasses and, that's a hallucination, that's a delusion. It's actually just about helping people make sense of their experience. And to varying extents, we all kind of hear things or have multiple kind of identities and personalities that we interact with within ourselves all the time. I have God knows how many super egos and always talking to myself or singing to myself. So I think it's just about humane responses, So getting involved in all those sorts of groups and through your local mental health organisations, I think is really important. And just connecting online with disability justice organisations on Insta or on LinkedIn or on TikTok. Even connecting with me, I'm very good at connecting people with these pockets and sites of advocacy. And hopefully when things become more mainstream, it'll just become a bit easier to kind of centralise some of this. So, it's partly why I put together the Library of Mad Resources with Tactfully, is to have a kind of clearinghouse, a one-stop shop of various aspects of madness, whether it's through mad leaders or mad research or mad institutions, for people to come to and not have to kind of sift through all the stuff that I've had to sift through over the last 10 years to do that work. Yeah.